Seniors is sponsored by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina.
With COVID-19 impacting long-term care communities, there has been an upward trend of taking mom and dad out of these settings and into the home of their children. But is pulling mom and dad out of these settings the best idea? Well, here to help us is aging expert Anthony Cirillo. Anthony, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, Eugene. Thanks for having me.
Wow, a lot to consider, pulling mom and dad out of a place where they've been accustomed to and then into your home, okay? There's some obvious considerations that you need to think about. So let's start with the obvious one, sir.
So obviously finances, right? How was mom or dad paying for care? Were they paying it on their own? Were they getting some assistance? Did they have long-term care insurance? Were you contributing? Because if you were contributing something to the care, obviously bringing them into the home is probably going to alleviate some of your financial responsibility. On the other hand, if you weren't, you have to really plan for that, right? You need to run the numbers. You got to understand what's coming in, what's going out, and what this is going to do to your household. You know, you're feeding more people, all those types of things. And so transportation, whatever it might be. The second thing is, can you live in the house? Can the person live in the house? Is it safe to live in the house? You know, we talk about universal design. How do you age for any, how do you equip your house for any age and disability, whether it's the grab bars, non-slip floors, things like that? So is your house equipped for aging? And then what type of care do they need? You know, if you're taking mom or dad out of a skilled nursing facility, you know, that's where nurses are involved. And so if you're not a nurse, who's going to come in and supplement them? Do you have healthcare nearby? Are there home health agencies that you can utilize? So you really need to think about, is the house safe? Are your finances in order? And can you provide that level of care?
So clearly there's so much to think about. So what about the mental and emotional aspects of this?
Yeah, and this is just as important. So we can't underplay it. So, you know, you need to, first of all, can you live with this person, right? And can that person live with you and perhaps a spouse, a partner, whatever it might be? Do you get along? Are there any unresolved issues that you need to work out? I mean, you really have to have a real reckoning about these types of issues. Caregiving can be exhausting and isolating, and it can spark a range of emotions from sadness of watching your parent decline to anger and resentment for having to, take care of it. And COVID is just exacerbating all of that. You know, people are working at home, kids are at home, and you're putting another layer. It really takes, the idea of the sandwich generation to a new level.
I know you can see the stress level just kind of go up when you talk about all the different layers. So let's say you weigh the pros and cons and you still want to take on this responsibility. What advice would you give, Anthony?
Right. And hopefully people are understanding all the things you have to think about. So you want to line up your support team. You know, are there care managers, siblings, other family members? You want to create a plan for yourself, your own self, and your care management. You have to take care of yourself. Involve the family, get the whole family involved in this decision, and also understand that everyone has a responsibility in caring for mom or dad. You know, it is possible for an aging parent to live with you without turning life upside down if you have healthy, cooperative families involved in it.
And where can we get more information?
Sure, theagingexperience.com.
Anthony, thank you very, very much.
Always.